Good morning, everyone. We are back, and it is Wednesday, the 25th of January, 2023, and it is officially Philip's birthday. Thank you to everyone who has wished him happy well wishes. He's going to have a good birthday, y'all. He's going to be lazy all day. He gets a day off from school today. In fact, everybody got the day off from school because we got 1.5 inches of snow, which isn't much for the Kansas City area. And they called school off, which is not common for my school district because usually everybody else's school can be called off and my school will always be the one that continues to remain in session no matter how bad the weather gets. But unusually, they called it off. The streets don't look bad. There's not that much snow on the ground, and I was really shocked this morning at 5 o'clock when I get a phone call saying school's canceled. So today, y'all, we are working in our home binder. And with that being said, let's go ahead and open it and show you some changes that I've made to this binder to keep things consistent. I still have my Care Bears and my Pound Puppy stickers. They're not going anywhere, but once again, I want to be able to show you the inside of the trackers as well. So, the envelopes, not the trackers, the envelopes. So with that being said, I have put this one in here. This is 100 envelope savings challenge. No, it has not been filled out. I need to go back and get it all filled out. This weekend is going to be my weekend of getting caught up on trackers. So went ahead and put that in there. And then back in the back, we have another tracker as well that we put in. So let's see what we have for putting into this binder today. We have 50. We're going to put that aside so I don't mess that up with other denominations. 20, that makes 70. Same for that. So that's 70, so 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So a total of $130. I am continuing to make some extra changes right now to keep everything in the same steady, seamless flow and for it to be consistent for me. So with that being said, we're going to start off with the 100 envelope challenge. You all know that I'm going to be doing this challenge multiple times. I've hit almost all of the 90s, I believe. I'm going to go back and check my other tracker because I will have this filled in next week finally. And I've hit a couple extra numbers. So today, we are just going to stick in a 5. I need to do this several times so that I can get a down payment for a house as I am working on my credit right now. I am at 625. 640 is supposedly the magic number for me to be able to qualify for a home. I have spoken with my mom. They have no problems. If I needed to have a co-signer, they would co-sign for me in a heartbeat. And y'all, I'm trying to do it on my own without my parents. At 46 years old, I shouldn't be asking mommy and daddy to co-sign for a house for me. However, it just depends on when we plan on moving and things of that nature. Our next one is moving. And again, I need to update these trackers. As I've told you before, consistency is something that needs to happen in my life. And with that being said, I need to make sure that, there we go, let's put this in. $5 is going in, that I get these trackers updated. So I've realized I'm not the only one that has a problem filling in trackers. There seems like there's a lot of us budgeters saying the same thing as I'm going through videos throughout the day, afternoon, and evening and watching everyone else. This says moving on it. This is one of the envelopes I bought a long time ago from Hands and Bands. And as I told y'all, since I have the trackers and since I have the already labeled on some of these envelopes, I'm going to start using them. All right, our next one is repairs. We're working towards 3 brand new bedroom doors, a bathroom door, and a hall closet door. Here's 5. Those are the last things I need to replace. And one extra item before I can move out of this house. Because when I do choose to move out of this house, I need to make sure that it is in pristine condition. That is how I do things. I also hire a professional cleaner to come in and clean the house once everything's moved out so that the next renters can come in and they won't have an issue with moving in or cleaning the house, because the worst thing you can do is have to come into a house and have to clean it before you move in. So that doesn't happen when I move out. So there we go. That will be all taken care of. The next one is new car. My husband takes care of that once a month. He also takes care of insurance once a month. I am going to put $5 into car maintenance. Gonna kind of help out here just a little bit, not very much, but a little bit at least. Every dollar counts. So car maintenance is something me and him will probably work on together. The next one is kitchen. We're going to hold off on this for right now. I'm gonna see if I have a tracker I can put in here besides just having something like this written, because it's not flowing well for me. So I'm gonna look to see if I can find one that has like a little bitty upgrade one, and I think I've got one in my binder, one of my mini binders, I should say. So we're gonna hold off on this because it is already shipped. I've already been notified by Etsy that my item has shipped from Making Money Moves, because I had to reorder the tracker. Y'all know that tracker dropped on the floor and got wet and ruined. So I will go ahead and make sure that when that comes in, we'll probably do a couple of numbers to get caught back up. And it is a scratcher, y'all. So it's a savings challenge scratcher, not a tracker. So I am going to be looking for a tracker to go in here. And the same thing with this one as well. This is for my house cleaner to come every 6 months and help me do deep cleaning in our house. And I pretty much need the floors done, the windows, things of that nature. Maybe I can get up and do the ceiling fans. That's not an issue for me. But the floors are a real pain in the butt in my house because it's all hardwood floor from the 1950s. They've never been redone. They're not even sealed, y'all, which is ridiculous. But it's high maintenance to keep the floors clean. And then the kitchen and the bathroom are porcelain tile. So, anyways, I don't like carpet in my house whatsoever, but hardwood floors are hard to clean. So, here's the number that we're going to go for today. That's what you guys see. So, let me see what that one is. That is not a number. What is that? Philip, what is this?
That is the rank of the...
Oh, that's the rank of cards. I don't need that. All right, y'all, so we're going to go with this one. You guys are probably sitting there going, that's not a number. And this one is a number 4. Let's go with another number. Y'all can see these cards where I cannot, so I can't cheat. So after 4, we are going to go with this number. And this is a queen. So after 10, a jack is 15 and a queen is 20. So that is 24. So I'm hoping that I have enough. When it comes to it, there's a 20. We're going to change one of these 5s in and get 5 1s. So once again, I can stay consistent. And so that I can make sure that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That I am actually putting in the proper amounts. The only exception of this is when I do the penny challenge. The penny challenge, I actually will round up. So, let's take one of these 5s off to the side and cash that in for 5 1s. So, let me make sure these are all 1s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think I grabbed an extra one. I think I grabbed 6. Okay, so 1, 2. Oops, these don't want to come apart, y'all. 1. Oh my goodness, they really don't. 2, 3, 4. 4 and 5. They are not wanting to come apart. So I need 4 for 24. I'm going to put this one back down here. We have our 20 here with 1, 2, 3, and 4. These ones just want to stick together. So I'm hoping in March when I do a hefty spring cleaning, y'all, we have finally gotten through our kitchen with the purge that we need to. I've got a couple more things that I need to organize a little bit better, but we are done. And we have been purging our house since March of 2021. And when I say we have purged about 80%, it's not even a joke. I'm not a complete minimalist, but I minimize quite a bit. That way, it's not hard for us to clean the house. I do need to get quite a few more totes for downstairs. There's some things I want to do in my prepper pantry to organize it a little bit better when it comes to household and healthcare and things of that nature. I don't want to put things on a shelf and sit them just there. I want to be able to put them in totes and label them for when we do move. We won't have an issue with moving things and having to put them into boxes. They'll be in totes, and the totes will just go on to the moving truck. So that is for my house cleaner. The next one is our pantry stock up. And let's see, what are we going to give pantry stock up today? We are going to give pantry stock up 5, 10, 15, 30. Let's go with $30 for our pantry stock up. Y'all know I have a lot of money set aside for pantry stock up, but we're not doing anything yet, y'all. We are holding off. We are waiting as we're eating down our preps. So we're going to stick in 30 today. Oh, I didn't count it for y'all. I'm sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. 30 is going to go in here for today. We are holding on strong as we are going to do a low spend, no spend month for February, y'all. And man, we have done so well. All right. Our next one is our emergency 1 year in advance. And let me explain something. Since we did a low spend month for the month of January, and you saw me stick over $800 in this envelope, y'all, we only spent $190 for the month of January. That is crazy awesome. So I gave myself $1,000 for January. We spent $190. I think it was like $810 that went into this envelope. Now, here's the situation. Right now in here, I have $1,775 for month number 2. With that being said, here is my breakdown. I told you I was going to give you guys a breakdown. I did change the tracker out to Jordan Budgets 1 month ahead tracker. Now, this is not just 1 month. We are in month number 2. So I need to put a label on here that says month 2, and I need to change out labels so I can keep consistent with what month we're actually in. So we are in month number 2. We've already gotten 1 month in our Capital One 360. Our grand total, as it stands right now, is going to be $3,100 for this envelope before I can move on to month number 3. Here is our breakdown. Our breakdown is, and this is going to be a little bit higher than what I normally spend because I have $1,000 going in for rent. My rent is only $750, but if we move, I do want to cap it off at $1,000 if at all possible. My husband's like, we can do $1,500 for rent. And I'm going, no, we can do $1,000 or maybe less. It's just back and forth on what we're going to decide to do. But $1,000 is what we have for right now in my mind. I do pay $750 a month for rent, but again, I'm using a little bit of a cushion. I am capping the electric off at $300. I just looked at my electric bill for February. It's only $199. I'm like, holy cow, why so low when we're using a lot of heat? I have no idea. My gas, I'm capping off at $80. Now, that's a little controversial for me right now because my gas bill is coming in at $140 pretty much every month at the moment. I'm thinking that they're doing the same thing for gas on budget billing that they did for my electric bill. And what they did for my electric bill was the last 3 months that I was on the budget billing, they broke down the huge amount and they pretty much pushed it on to my bill so that I would be evened out so I didn't have that large lump sum to pay at the very end of budget billing. So I am in the last couple of months of budget billing and I'm not going back on it. It has totally screwed up my bills. So be very careful if you're on budget billing. Make sure you understand exactly how it goes. Because it just seems like they were charging me more and I was not liking it because my bills had never been that high before. So we'll be off of it here in the next couple of months. Groceries, no matter what month it is, no matter how many weeks it is in the month, I am putting $1,000 into groceries because that's also going to carry us for things like household items as well as groceries. Not to mention, y'all know I have a prepper pantry, and y'all know that I've got a lot of money in my prepper pantry envelope as it stands right now. I've got over $1,000 in preps money, but I'm not touching it right now as we are working down our preps. Internet is at 100 still right now. That's what I have going into this envelope for month number 2 as well. But I am going to call the internet company and see if I can lower that today. Security is a must for us. That is $35. Also through Xfinity is our internet and our security. Y'all know I got rid of cable. So month number 1 did have cable in it. I'm not going to readjust that. That'll just move into the buffer situation and we'll call it good because I'd rather have more than not enough. Medication, $45. $15 a month for Jaya, which is my half Chihuahua, half Dachshund baby, and she takes phenobarbital twice a day, 15 milligrams in the morning, 15 milligrams at night. For a month supply, it only cost me $15, and the other $30 is for Danya and Jessica's co-pays for their meds. Trash, $20 per month because I pay $60 every 3 months for trash. I'm fine with that, but I'm breaking it down by the month now for $20. Now, what I will say is in month number 1, I did put a full $60 in there, and I wasn't thinking, hey, break it down. So I really shouldn't be putting $20 for trash in here right now since I have it in my month number 1. I have a 3-month trash bill, but you know what? Again, more money is better than less money. So I'm staying consistent. I'm just going to put $20 in. My subscription that we will be keeping would be Netflix, if anything is to happen. Again, this is not a bare bones situation. We have things like the internet. We have things like the security system. We're going to have Netflix as a subscription because if my kids don't have Netflix, they're going to go insane. We do not have cable no more, and it was probably the best decision I have ever made. We also going to have our Verizon bill in here at $210 per month. That fluctuates a little bit here and there, but that is our Verizon bill. That is for Danya's, mine, Philip's cell phone. Plus, I am paying on all 3 of our upgraded cell phones. Not to mention, it's also Jessica's iPad, and I'm still paying on that. So that is a Verizon bill of $210, and then a buffer for anything else in case I run behind, especially on things like the gas bill. And that brings us to $2,880. Plus the $210 for the Verizon that I had forgotten to put in at the beginning. So that gave us a grand total of $3,090, which I put round up as $3,100. So once I reach $3,100, I will go ahead and move on to month number 3. Now, I am doing this for a full, consistent 12-month rotation until I reach 12 months and be fully funded. Then I'll decide if I need to do any more or not. So, long-winded to say that, but I told y'all I would be breaking that down for you. Right now, we're at $1,775 for month number 2. And all of that money is coming from leftover grocery money, y'all. That's what I did for the first month. That is what I'm doing consistently. So the lower I get my grocery bill, the much happier I'm going to be. Because, yeah, I just want it down. So our next one is our emergency fund, and this is going to be our last one in here. And I may be changing out this tracker because I got a couple other Jordan Budgets trackers. I have some of her trackers from, and it may be making its appearance instead of this one here. I'm not sure yet, but I already have $2K in the bank. We're working on $3K now. So with that being said, the other trackers I have do different denominations for the emergency fund. I don't know if I want to stick with a clear $25 each time and things of that nature because sometimes I put random numbers in there, which is what you're going to see here in a minute. But if it makes its appearance, that's why I'm explaining it ahead of time. And if it does, I will let you know. So what do we have left that we can stick in our emergency fund for today? We have $6 here. That's $6 here. And we have $50. So in total, $56 is going in. That's a pretty good chunk, y'all. $56. So, as I told you, consistency is something that I am definitely working on. $56 going in today, y'all. I am not going to stop this. It doesn't matter if I get to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, or even beyond. The emergency fund never stops. Something is bound to hit the fan, and it could be a very hefty expense. Since we will be most likely moving to a new house where we can buy a house, this emergency fund can also go for house maintenance. Now, I do have a repairs in here as well. I think it's the third one is what it was. I do have repairs in here, and I'll keep continuing to stick that in there. But what happens if I don't have enough in repairs and something hits the fan? I'm a homeowner and I need to pay for a whole new unit of an air conditioning, a water heater, anything else, and I wouldn't have enough in repairs. Then that's when I reach back and grab for the emergency fund. This doesn't get touched unless it is absolutely necessary. This is a never stopping, always ongoing. It doesn't matter if I had $1 million in the bank, I would still be working towards an emergency fund. The 1 month ahead, which is actually 2 months ahead, the second month ahead we're working on, I will complete this when I am a full 1 year in advance on anything. Am I going to stick at just 1 year? Maybe not. I could go to wanting 2 years in advance. If anything is to happen, I want my family to be safe, secure. I want them to be comfortable. Their gaming subscriptions and things of that nature is in my other binder, and they're already set until 2024. So I'm not worried about things such as gaming subscriptions. I will always make sure that they're a year in advance paid up so we don't have issues of that nature. My kids need to be able to play their gaming thing if there's enough stress in this house because my husband or I lost our income. I don't need the kids to stress out, and this is going to keep us from stressing out, y'all. I'll be able to feed my kids, put a roof over my kids' head in the full bit. This is why I do so many savings challenges as well that you will also be seeing on Friday, because I need to make sure that I have everything covered for all of my children and things of that nature. So, y'all, that is going to wrap us up for today. It is Wednesday the 25th, as I said. I need to go make my son his meals for the day because he's doing nothing for the day but playing his games, sitting around, and relaxing for his birthday. Jessica's birthday is in 6 days. She will be 13 on the 31st. And again, thank you to everyone who has wished both Philip and Jessica a very happy birthday. We are going to wait until the first part of February to go to Golden Corral. I'm just watching the weather because I take Uber and I don't want to get stuck somewhere and not be able to get home because nobody's out on the streets to take people from one place to another place. So we're watching for the weather and the full bit. Philip does have an Xbox remote coming in, and the full bit that he had purchased. He also purchased 2 books on the internet, 2 science books. They're really cool. I'll have to show them to you here in a future video. And what else did you get? Oh, he got a mattress topper for his bed. So yeah, he's working his way through things. And then he got $5 for Roblox last night as well. So he's got more money coming in for his birthday. He'll probably be spending that on Uber Eats. I know my son. He loves his Uber Eats. And, you know, he spends it on whatever he wants to. So same thing with Jessica when her birthday comes up here in 6 days. So questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, drop them in the comment section down below. I am working on my long-term binder now. I did get a notification that my special order has shipped from Budget with Ira. It should be here in about a week and a half. I cannot wait to show you that. And I am working on my super long-term binder now. So in total, I will have a total of 5 binders. All right, y'all. We will catch you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits Budgets is out.